Let me ask you something real quick. If the person right next to you was seriously injured right now, no ambulance, no helicopter, no cell service, would you know what to do? Or would you be guessing? Because today, I want to talk about what happens when help isn't coming and how to think through care in the real world. This book didn't come from YouTube, Instagram, or theory. It was developed by people who had to make medical decisions in the worst environments on earth, with limited gear, limited time, and real-world consequences. It exists because traditional EMS timelines don't apply everywhere. And if you train, hike, run trails, deploy, or live remotely, this information matters. If you're interested, I'll tell you exactly where you can find this book later in the video. Just an important note, North American Rescue did not sponsor me personally, but they did support the development of this material. If you ever used a tourniquet, pressure bandage, or trauma kit, there's a good chance their work touched your training somewhere. Where are you most likely to need this knowledge? Trail running, hunting, travel, work, daily life? I'd love to hear from everybody to see where this could help you. So let's start simple. Tourniquets, pressure bandages. If you saw massive bleeding, what's the first thing you would do? Hands on, tourniquet, pressure? Because bleeding kills faster than almost anything else. And this isn't advanced medicine, it's decisive medicine. Ask yourself, do you carry this? Have you actually practiced with it? Be honest. When is the last time you trained with your medical gear? If they stop breathing, what is your plan? Not call 911, your plan. This little device doesn't fix anything, but it tells you you're losing the fight or when you're losing the fight. Medicine isn't guessing. It's checking, reassessing, and adjusting. Here's a tough one. When do you move the patient? And when do you not? Because sometimes staying put kills them, and sometimes moving finishes the job. That decision depends on the injury, the terrain, and sometimes the resources, not emotion. That's why we use the traction device and the pelvic binder. You know how to move someone safely, right? Well, you know how to move someone safely right now, or would you be learning in the moment? Advanced prolonged field care would look something like this, using a field surgical kit. This is where things become uncomfortable in prolonged field care. Not minutes, hours, sometimes days. The book that I showed you, the Special Operations Medical Handbook, exists for exactly that reason. Because environments don't care who you are. If you're interested in this material, you can find it through legitimate medical training distributors and professional tactical medical suppliers. I'll drop a link in the comments. So I'll also drop a link to North American Rescue so you can explore their gear and educational resources that support this kind of training. Here's my challenge to you. Don't just watch medical content. Train, touch your gear, ask hard questions. If this helped you think differently, hit like, subscribe, and share it. Share it with someone who trains, hikes, and works in a high-risk environment. Because one day, you might be the help.